You find Daisuke where you left him last time, staring intently at dishes on the table. Unlike the last time, however, he has a list in one hand.
Not hard enough. There's much to do, and my injuries have slowed me down. In addition to inventory and keeping track of all the dishes, I'm also in charge of deliveries throughout the home. Unfortunately, I am unable to do much in my current condition. I prefer to work alone, but an assistant would be invaluable in this moment. You wish to right this wrong? Good. I have preparations I must first finish, but return to me again and I will give you instructions on delivery. In the meantime, perhaps you can help me wash these dishes. Dishy? I trust no one but myself with such precious items. Unfortunately, I must trust you with them for now. Do not disappoint me. Please begin then.
You pick up the dishes and begin to wash. As you work, you feel Daisuke's eyes boring holes into you. It makes you feel...
You treat the dishes with such care. It is beautiful to see. Perhaps trusting you was not the worst decision.
You manage to finish washing the dishes without further incident.
Well done. This may not be the disaster I assumed. When next we meet, you will assist me with deliveries. Be prepared. Very good. Leave me now. I must review orders and inventory. Farewell.
A red-haired traveler lifts her goggles to peek at you, revealing freckled cheeks and stunning blue eyes. There's a friendly air about her that makes you want to hear her stories.
Now, why, my love, you look some lost. Where you longs to? Oh, sorry. Sometimes my accent comes out when I get too excited. It's made in Newfoundland, you see. This little rock right...
She pins around and points to one of the patches on her jacket sleeves.
here. Friendliest folk you'll ever meet, but the dialect can be a little much for some. I'll try to speak plain for you. Name's Gaia, by the way. So, where are you from? Oh, that makes sense with that accent I'm hearing on you. It's a right shame, though. See, I got all these countries and rivers and seas on my jacket. It's a collection I've been working on. And I know the names, but I don't really know the places, you know? I mean, heck, I got them all memorized even. United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. The works. But without a story behind it, they all feel so far away. You'd think they'd be in arm's reach, considering they're on my sleeves, but it's a brain problem. I just can't pin anything down without context. Without stories, maps are just paper. Dots and lines. The reason I ask where you're from is so I can shape the places in my mind with some kind of meaning. Because right now, it feels a bit like I'm just wearing a big vest of unchecked boxes. Geez, here I go talking your ear off. Sorry about that. It's just... I'm having trouble putting myself out there, and I'm so interested in being out there. I've tried. I want to talk to the others, but I think I must be too forward or something. I skip on up to them and I ask them about themselves, and they just run away. It's not about just being nice. I come up to the others so I can ask about them, get to know them, who they are. But before I can get to the point, I always go spouting off about something or other, like telling them factoids I've heard about what I imagine their home to be. And 9 times out of 10, I'm some level of wrong. And the other time I'm right, but it's in an insulting way. One thing leads to another, and they give me this look. And soon enough, they find an excuse to leave. I'm just bad at it, I guess. Sometimes I feel like no matter how hard I push myself, I'm just going in circles. You know what I mean? It's hard, isn't it? I can see why you'd need practice for dating. It's just too easy to mess up. You say one wrong thing and poof, they're gone. It's so frustrating. Sorry, I think I might be Mercator projecting on your situation a little bit. Oh, I just had the best idea. You're running to the Four Winds meeting with people and speaking to the others, yeah? I'm sure some of those folks come from other places, right? Travelers, you knows what I'm saying. Why don't you ask them what they're about? Get to know them a little better, figures out how they ticks, and come back, we'll have a yarn. Sound good? Speak plain, Gaia, speak plain. Okay, so, you're speaking with objects all over the house. You know, some of us have little labels that say things like made in China or Hecho in Argentina. On the bottom? Well, that means those objects are travelers. They come from away. They're from somewhere else. Somewhere on my jacket. Those are the objects I need to talk to. Those are the ones who can fill out my checklist. This map is uncharted. But if you can bring me back stories from those travelers, then I'd be able to write little notes down here and there, and pretty soon I'll be a bona fide travel guide. It's everything I've ever wanted, and you'll get a chance to practice talking more. Are you shy? I can help. People tell me that I never shut up. I can help you learn to never shut up. Doesn't that sound great? Right? I'm sure it'll work out. You scratch my cartouche, I'll scratch yours. What do you say, partner? Exploration buddies? Really? Oh, I appreciate it. Really saves me a lot of humming and hawing. You go out and find some objects from foreign lands. Oh, and let me know if you need any help. It's hard to explain, but I got a pretty good sense of these things. I can't give you an exact name or anything for who to talk to, but I can get you close. It's kind of like a geocache. I can give you an idea of their general location, but if you want to find those travelers, you'll need to hunt them down yourself. I've learned firsthand what others don't take too well if you run up to them and scream, "Where are you from?" Yeah, like that. That was a disaster. Point is, you can't just ask objects about their origins out of the gate. You gotta awaken them first. Don't worry too much about the details. Once you're close with someone, you'll learn more about them automatically. So, what do you say? Do you want some hints on where to find travelers, or do you feel like searching on your own? All right. Hint. Hint, hint, hint. Let's spin me around and see which object I get a sense for. I hear the toilet has a funny way of talking. Literally. I literally hear him. He's so loud. Strange way of talking might mean he's from out of town, if you know what I mean. Could check there. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Once heard a rumor about a smooth talker who could open any kind of door. Bet that guy's been to lots of places. Maybe even see the whole world over. Lock, stock, and barrel. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Oh, how could I forget? Captain Jack Pirro. He's got a ship. He must have gone to plenty of places. He's just across the way by the Chesterfield there. The couch, sorry. More Islander speak coming out. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Well, most TV comes from the US, but I know you watch anime sometimes. That's from overseas. I don't suppose you got any merchandise, do you? Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Sometimes I feel like I go round in circles. But you humans have these machines that let you walk forever and go nowhere. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Someone with world experience. Hard to think of someone who fits that description. Description. Sorry, bit me tongue. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm still a little scatterbrained. Good luck. Don't get lost.
Seated in your living room is a being who seems to truly embody the concept of comfort. His arms are draped over the back of the couch, his head tilted back, and his eyes beginning to flutter shut. He looks just as though he's about to fall asleep, but when he sees you approaching, he shakes it off, looking up at you with a sweet smile.
Hello. Don't worry, I hadn't fallen asleep yet. You ought to come get in on this too.
He pats the seat next to him.
Come on and take a load off. I'm Koa, by the way. Hey, here, oi. Hey, thanks.
Most everyone would continue the conversation from here, but Koa only closes his eyes, sighing pleasantly. You wait for him to say something, but all you can hear is his quiet breathing.
I'm not really a sports kind of couch.
Koa opens one eye, but he doesn't move.
I just thought you might like to share in all this comfort, you know? Couch culture is really all about taking it easy together. You know, like, you ever heard people talk about alone together? It's kind of more a feeling than anything else, but it means you can be at peace with another being without even saying a word. It means not forcing a conversation or an activity between the two of you. It means just enjoying the moment without any expectations.
He sighs pleasantly, closing his eyes.
Beautiful. You'll see.
Koa breathes in deep, sighing pleasantly. When he relaxes, the entire room seems to relax with him. You find yourself growing sleepier alongside him. You're not sure how much time passes as the two of you sit side by side in companionable silence, but it's certainly a good while.
Thanks for keeping it chill, buddy. This was real nice. Got something I want to give you. It's not free, it's your money. You know, in couch culture, we're not big on expressing ourselves verbally. We prefer to let our actions speak for us. And a gift like this, it's just a way of honoring our friendship. I'm just glad you appreciate it.
Koa yawns.
I'm gonna take a nap. Feel free to stick around as long as you want, alright? I'm just so comfy.
Champ, champ, champ! How goes it? Valdivian would like you to complete an exit survey based on your time here. How would you rate your time with Valdivian? Hey, I love to hear it! I appreciate you participating. One more question. If you were to recommend, I don't know, Tom for a job somewhere, how likely would you be to send his resume along? That really means a lot, champ. Here comes my resume if you ever have any leads.
Lucinda Lavish stands in your way, her well-endowed body striking a luscious pose.
Tell me your desires. You bet your sweet bottom, baby. Because my secret is, I'm not actually Lucinda Lavish. I'm Lucinda Lascivious. Oh, hello to you too. I've got, let's say, a special circumstance. One that allows me to bend the rules. Come here, baby. I've got a special place where no one can see us.
Lucinda takes you to a rather strange place. You can't quite make out where you are, but you are certain you are somewhere near your house. It could be that she's right. No one else can see you here.
No one else who has any say, that is. We could get into all sorts of trouble here. Horny trouble. This is my fantasy chamber, a place where all your wildest fantasies can come true. Tell me, my effervescent darling, what is your wildest fantasy? Oh, nice. For me or for you? And I love to be dominated. It's here and only here where we can do these things. My time here is limited, so I'll have to see you around when you least expect it. But next time, I think you know exactly what you want to pick.
Hey there, honey. I've been waiting for you. Ready for our date? That's what I like to hear. Come on. I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous. Oh, same here. Edges, crevices, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it. That's the spirit. They recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago. My ancestors. Good catch! Dust years and house years are two very different things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart. So much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture. Transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents. But most importantly, art. Yep, it's why I brought you here. I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. I'm sure the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold. But it's got nothing on this. Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history classes.
Absolutely. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture. Hard to say for certain, but yeah, I think so. This is all a very fresh discovery, and we're unlocking fascinating information every day. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever. These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era. But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible. Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry. Especially the velveteen gemstone. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill. Uh-huh. And there's more. Want to hear more? Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see. Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war. But look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey? That's exactly right. Therianthropes on both sides. Shapeshifters. I gotta use the academic term, especially when I'm on a site like this. Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears? They don't. But they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else, right! It's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think this is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world. You'll wake the vacuum! Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above. These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw. Oh, the bags are very interesting. You can find them depicted all over the world. Ancient Egypt, South America, Turkey. Always carried by bearers of great knowledge. The Anunnaki, Osiris and Isis, Quetzalcoatl. Very strange and compelling. Thought so. The goblet isn't just a goblet though, is it? Look at the tiny cup attached to the side. You'll find similar vessels in ancient Greece and Scandinavia, where humans took part in drinking from the Kikion during the Eleusinian mysteries and graveyard brew ceremonies. Glad to hear it. Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, sugar. You're so sweet. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is. You're really something, you know that? You heard my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my students. I'd like to see you again if you'd be so inclined. See where this goes? I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here. If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting. Come on back now, you hear?
Your mirror has done its job dutifully over the years, accurately reflecting your image back at you in good times and in bad. But today, there is no reflection for you to scrutinize. Only a long-haired beauty who looks at you like you're a work of art.
Oh, incredible.
Amir throws his arms out to stop you, gesturing to you to stay where you are.
No. Don't move. A step back into the light. Yes. Breathtaking. Look at you. Do you see how well I can frame your face from this angle? You are glowing. But I could not help noticing. You are radiant. I simply reflect the beauty in front of me. I can see in you. Your beauty must be something you are already familiar with. Yes, I can see this for you. Bah, there's that incredible glow. Confidence looks good on you. Feel free to stop by anytime so I can admire it some more.
A strange figure stands before you, a whirlwind of conflicting energies and vibes. Manic and dignified, friendly and intimidating. She's dressed like some sort of quasi-Victorian text-themed aristocrat. You couldn't have imagined what the date theaters might make of your thoughts transcribed on paper, but if you could, it likely would not have been this. As you approach her, she launches right into what feels like the middle of a one-sided conversation.
Why do you ask? But the blue one, and then the butterfly. Why is there so much sand? Ugh. Why is there always sand in places where sand should never be? The sand on the beach was stuck under my nails. But I've never been. Have I been to a beach? Why would I have been to a beach? Why can't I remember? None of it's normal. If everything is normal, nothing is normal. And why won't you tell me? Now you keep a secret. Funny timing, band leader. It's a bad rhythm you're leading. Too much percussion. Far too much booming and banging around in here. Oh, nobody ever means it. Nobody ever means anything. That's the problem. Pushing the button. I didn't mean it. Smiling at the man across the room, and when he comes over with a laced drink in his hand, I didn't mean it. It's mean. It's mean to not mean what you mean. And a side of applesauce, please.
And with that, she is gone.
Hello there, stranger. I'm Dina the Dresser. Need a helping hand?
An armored warrior of some kind stands before you, a massive sack of loot slung over his shoulder. He greets you cheerfully, something about his smile and tone reminding you of your own customer service voice at work.
Hey there! I'm Michael Transaction. But you can call me Mikey. Congratulations! Thanks for your purchase of the Date Everything Luxurious Edition! Your purchase gives you exclusive access to new features never seen in the game before. Exclusive access to the fantastic red shirt! Exclusive access to the art book! Exclusive access to the soundtrack! Exclusive access to phone backgrounds! Exclusive access to Lucinda Lavish! And most importantly, exclusive access to me and my store, baby! Mikey likey! Unlocking access to me means that you gain access to the Date Everything loot box! Each day, you can pull me up to 5 times for my extreme bonus armor! This armor is so powerful that it can raise your spec stats, meaning that you can blaze past huge portions of this game on your path to 100% completion! Then you'll love pulling for my armor regardless! It's fun! You can pull for my common boots of true presence. They have a high chance of being pulled. Or you can pull for my epic gauntlets of stardom. They have a small chance of being pulled. Or you can pull for my legendary cuirass of unwavering magnetism. This extremely rare piece of cosmetics has a tiny chance of being pulled. But it does exist! Trust me, I'm regulated by several gaming boards. It costs a mere 8 brundles for each pull. Brundles are a special kind of currency that you have exclusive access to. Good question. In order to get your hands on some brundles, you have to spend money. You get 5 money per day. Save up for big pulls. Come by when you've saved up enough money and pull me, baby!
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you chuck up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will be downsized on sight. Thank you for your ongoing support in this matter.
Well, hey there, darling. Glad you came. happy. Sounds like one of them buddy cop shows. I love it. If you've got the time, I'd love to talk to you about something kind of important. If there's one thing I've learned in this wild existence of mine, it's that you don't get anything you want sitting around waiting for it. All the degrees, accolades, adventures, and experiences I've had would never have happened if I'd been afraid to go after them. If I held off until the timing was perfect or the opportunity presented itself. I chased down my desires, fast and fierce. And right now, I see something I want. You. I haven't been able to stop thinking about our night together. It's easily the most fun I've had in years. And it wasn't just the archaeology and atmosphere. I felt more than a spark between us. It was a sizzle, hot and crackling. I can't have been the only one. And I don't like that gross talk. I like being able to talk with you as an equal, someone who appreciates the discovery of ancient knowledge. You must have felt it too. I want you to know, I don't take lovers that often. Ever, really. But I can't deny the way you make me feel. And I'm not gonna let this chance blow away like a dust in the wind. I'm falling in love with you, darling. And I'm only gonna ask this once. Do you wanna be my beau? Well, hot damn! That's what I'm talking about! I'll keep you close in my heart. We'll do lots of amazing research together.